We have some other new farm friends that have joined us recently, and we weren't planning on having any farm friends join us right now because we wanted to get coops and pens and all built for them before we got them. But when a friend tells you that they have a goat that they need to get rid of because they don't have room for him and you can have him for free, how do you turn that down? So I would like to introduce you guys to Chip and Dale, because we could not get just one goat. We had to get a friend for him. So Chip is the bigger one, Dale's the baby, and I'd like to introduce you to Chip and Dale. Hello, my friends. Here you go. Listen, you guys have had so much to eat today. You need more? So our next project that we're gonna work on after all that rain while the ground is soft, oh God, you're trying to lick my fingers, is a pen, a bigger enclosure for Chip and Dale. So they have to be separate right now, but here, Dale, because Dale is so much smaller that Chip tries to headbutt him just because Dale eats.
I'm very excited.
And we mainly got them because they love to eat, and we want to be able to have a pen that they're in and a barn inside the pen that they're in, but then we want to be able to do electric fencing around different areas of the homestead to have them clear a bunch of briars and underbrush. They love sweet gums, and we have a ton of sweet gum trees. But you'll definitely be hearing them and seeing them in our videos now because they talk all the time. You need another piece of grass, buddy? Okay. Good job, guys. Dale, you got a lot of hay you haven't ate yet in your thing. And Chip, you didn't eat your cedar either. Okay, see? Why you try to get brother just because he's getting attention? You jealous goat? While we're working on the goat pen, I had recorded an update while we were out there, but it didn't come through very clearly. So I wanted to stop and give you a better update. So it's nighttime now, so I'm inside editing, and that's why we're in the house. But I wanted to say thank you to everyone who has been supportive of our journey so far, of taking raw land and turning it into a homestead and farm and turning a shed into a house. I know that we confused a lot of people when we got the mobile home, but really all it was getting a house so that we had a way to live on the property while we convert this land into what we want it to be. Our plan was originally to buy a camper and put a barn structure over it and live in the camper while we converted the shed. And with the cost of everything, it didn't make sense anymore because the cost of campers have gone up. The barn that we had originally been quoted for $3,000 is now $8,000, and it didn't make sense to invest so much into something that we would be in temporarily. So we found the mobile home that we're in, that we're living in on the land now, living comfortably in. It was already sitting on a lot, and so it was actually $50,000 cheaper than what it would cost if you went and bought it today because of inflation. And so we felt like this was the right move for us. It gives us either a rental property, a second residence, a mother-in-law suite, whatever we need in the future, we'll have it in this mobile home. Or if we wanted to sell it off, we could even do that in the future. But we definitely felt like it was the right move for us. So that's why we got the mobile home. But in the meantime, we are still converting the shed into a house. The mobile home doesn't have a lot of things that we would like to have. And so it's absolutely not our forever home. And we are still building the shed into a cabin, as I like to call it, because I really want to give it that cabiny, homey feel. So that is still the plan. Since we sold our home in January of this year, we had to figure out where we were going to live. And so we were staying with my mom, and that was great, but we really wanted to be on the property. And so getting the mobile home opened up that door for us to go ahead and live here. Also in January, after we sold our home, we immediately used part of the profits to pay for IVF. And so if you've been watching our channel, you may have seen in prior videos that we really wanted to be parents, but we were told it's a 1% chance, and the only option we had was IVF. And so that was a huge priority for us. It took up a lot of our time this year, but it worked, and we are now 30 weeks pregnant with a little boy. So we're really excited that we went the mobile home route too, because he will have his own room. He's gonna have such a beautiful place to grow up, and we're gonna work really hard to turn this into everything that we want it to be before he gets here, which that time is definitely counting down. But we have been working very hard on the farm, and we have a lot of videos to get edited and get uploaded to show you guys some progress. So stay tuned for those. But today we will be putting in fencing for our new goats and getting that area ready. So we'll show you how we got those poles in. So we are thinking that this area running down the trees and back through the woods is going to be where we're putting the goats. So Asa's been working on clearing out a path for that. And I think he's going to get them a treat. They love sweet gums, so I'll go take that to them. Yeah. So it's going to run down. Those two trees right here are persimmon trees, so we don't want them in or on the persimmon trees because they'll try to eat the bark and all. But we'll let the persimmons drop into their area. And then we got a third shed as a feed and seed / bee barn. And it's gonna, so the fence is gonna kind of run back to that big pine tree before the shed, and then turn into the woods and come back up and come back around.
This is where we're gonna start a H-brace corner pole that's gonna go towards this line, and I haven't run the other one this way yet, but this is gonna be one of the most important poles that we set. There's already, I don't know, 6 inches of water down there from Hurricane Ian. I'm gonna go ahead and take this big boy. You can't make that up. Pretty funny.
You try to give us a back?
Yeah. I'm just kind of tamping those rocks down flat.
Looks good.
This is a 3.5 inch board, and I got a 6 inch hole. I know that's not a lot to go around, but because we're cementing it, I'm not really worried, and I've got it buried over 2 feet deep.
And it's not a cow that we're holding in.
No, it's two.
Or a horse.
It's 2 Nigerian dwarf goats that are very, very tame. Both of them are very well behaved. Alright, so we've got our line marked out. I've got my first 2 T-post areas marked out. We've got our H-post for our corner bracing H-post. I'm learning a lot of new farmer terms. We're running H-bracing here and here at this corner, and I have a T-post in the ground to mark where I needed to drill. So I'm gonna pull him out here and get this 4x4 out of my way. I may have run him in a little too far. Excalibur. where I'm standing, this whole line used to be just sweet gums and pines and small oaks, so it's not surprising there's roots in here. Lying to you, but didn't tell you that was wearing me out. Let's check the pole. Alright, that's good. I'd rather have more on this cross beam than this be short. So we're gonna put that there and I can trim it as I need to. But we're good on this one. So now I just gotta fill this up with the cement. This next hole. Stamp it in there.
Ooh,
that one's in the ground.
Wiggle, wiggle,
I
honey.
must have got that one in pretty good.
Let me show you how it's done. Yeah. Whoa.
Is it?
Yeah. Sir, I got it loose.
You did, ma'am. You did. It's probably because that string was so tight.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it was actually
There's
like,
a string that
it was
holding
working
it.
against me.
Yeah. It's okay, we can just let it go.
A little drippy loopy.
concrete.
I got one more bag.
Yeah, well, we can do it till we're out of concrete, I guess. It's just the ground is so much better right now for
Yeah.
us.
Go ahead and pour a little bit down the bottom for me.
Okay.
One more.
Turning raw land into a home and a homestead farm is one step at a time. There's no one way to do it. There's no right or wrong way to do it. It's one step, one move forward, one pole in the ground after the other. And while these posts take a long time to set or to set up, it will be worth it, and we will enjoy having a fence for our animals for years and years to come. So with every step, we get closer to our goal, and we just have to keep that in mind on the long days. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe to help our channel grow.